let the TV fall on his head. For those that don't know, that's what would be said. It's kind of just a warning, a phrase. And back in the day, TVs were small. I mean, like small, lightweight, only had what was needed. That was pretty much it. You know, wires, tubes, a shallow, thin wooden box, bunch of holes in the back. Now, the weight of the TV, that was the projection screen right there. That's what that was. Now, I don't mean projection screen like you see in some kind of professor's office or something like that, or some studio. No. This was a heavy duty piece of glass and metal. And that alone would weigh up to 15 pounds or more. Okay. Back in the day, since it was small, you know, they were kind of light. Problem is, kids, they get around it, want to pull on the plug. Don't know why. Just grab the cord and pull on it. And the parents got to say, don't pull on that cord. The TV's going to fall on your head. Well, you got the father sitting there looking. Let the TV fall on his head one time. He'll learn. Because you warn, you explain, and what happens? They don't listen. They don't learn. When that TV falls and crack them across the top of that dome one time, they holler, they scream. Now, usually back in the day, it was said that the mother would go in and, oh, baby, see, I told you. You know, and sometimes that helps, and then sometimes the kid learns what happens. TV fall, crack them upside the head, the mother comes in and comfort, it becomes a cycle. Father, on the other hand, watch it, see it. Well, see, there you go. Hope you learn. That's it. You know, if you're concussed, you're concussed. If not, it don't matter. You know, you've been warned, you've been told, you've been explained. Now you got the results. You know, fathers back in them days seemed cold. Real cold. But then again, what teachings did they have other than their fathers that were equally cold? So let's move up today. Let's call the herd. Let's exploit some Darwinism. It's not survival of the fittest, it's survival of the smartest. And we don't mean smart as in it's smart to go into bankruptcy and not pay anyone off. We're not talking about that. Oh no. See, when I was a kid, you know what I knew? I knew that if the cups are in the cabinet and the water comes out the faucet, that go together. That's what I learned. Also, you know what I learned? If it's under the cabinet, but I never see mom use it as a beverage or a food item, then I'm not going to use it as a beverage or food item. But if I pick it up and look at it, because I'm like, what are these words? This bottle is so colorful, it's so pretty. Then I would hear, don't drink that, that'll kill you. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was 7.5, first time I can remember that. And I thought, well, that's terrible. I've seen plenty of cartoons with the poison thing and the skull and crossbones. So I thought for a second, well, shouldn't it have that if it's bad for you? No. And so I asked, how would it kill me? Or why? It doesn't have the pirate thing on it. So she says simply, we wash clothes with that. You don't drink that. Put it back. All right, put it back. And honestly, I can't remember anything about mom saying, you know what, the clothes are clean. Now let's drink this. Never heard that. So, that's my laugh track, y'all. Okay, so let's fast forward. Okay? Because I get it, no one thinks like me. That's a sore subject, but no one thinks like me. So, people, we've built some form of immune system to COVID-19. Now, I know that no one realizes when we did this. It's actually recent history. Very recent. You see, we culled the herd a bit because all of these young people, they ate Tide Pods. And don't you know that has bleach and ammonia and other stuff in it? It kills, germs, bacteria, viruses. It does. It actually does. It also kills people. I'm going to let that sink in a bit. You can't become immune like that because you got to reproduce. You have an immune system, you get used to certain things, you reproduce. The mother's breast milk transfers a lot of that immunity into the child when they're feeding. The child got a great deal of immune system just growing inside the womb. It grows from a nothing to some kind of conglomerate of cells to some kind of conglomerate of flesh. It's just there being, pre-meat paste. Ultimately, it turns into a viable parasite. That parasite wants to live. So therefore, that parasite starts taking on everything that it needs to live. It's got the veins, the heartbeat, and all that other stuff. That's working. It's got its good thing going, and that parasite's going to siphon everything from the mother needed to make sure it's going to be all right. See, when you have a Tide Pod as a teenager and you're not pregnant, you ruin that ability. You're just dead. You don't have the ability to pass that on. Now, let's just say you're pregnant and you're eating Tide Pods. Now, I understand everything that I've said thus far. You might be like, hey, if I eat the Tide Pods while pregnant, that bleach and ammonia and phosphorus and everything in there is going to get into the child and we'll both be immune. That is a great novel idea. It's as novel as thinking if you dig straight down, you'll end up in China. Or hell. You'll burn, but you'll be crushed and suffocated before you get to that point. So, listen, you're going to be dead. I want you to understand that. You and your baby will be dead. All right? Now, if you're a guy thinking, hey, I have a Tide Pod, I'm going to have some Tide Pods and then I'll ejaculate into the female, and that will be safe. No, you have to be alive to ejaculate. You will be dead before you get that far. And for those that want to chew on a Tide Pod while having sex, I'll be honest with you. Just think about it. How arousing would that be to be smelling somebody's Tide breath while they're on top of you? Or you're on top of them. And then they die while on you. And it won't be in the 1940s where it's the old dude dying on top of the young girl, heart attack and whatnot. No, you will die out of a Tide Pod level of stupidity. Just think about that. Let's fast forward by about 3 years. All right. Now, you've got COVID-19. It is here. All right. What has been the instructions, everyone? Say it with me now. All right. Wash your hands. Practice social distancing. Keep your ass inside. Do all of that stuff. Make sure you clean packages and whatnot. Wear gloves, wear a mask. That's everything. That don't mean staying safe outside. Just don't skirt the system. Don't cheat it. See, when you cheat the system, you become just as deadly as the virus. And that's the problem with people. No, you don't want to be trapped inside. But just like that kid that pulls on that TV cord, yanking it closer and closer to the edge, you don't want to listen. You want what you want, and you want to get out of it. You don't want to take the test. Maybe if you just don't say anything, the teacher won't call on you to take that test. If you don't do anything, then you haven't done the test, Teacher can't take it up because you haven't completed it. That means you don't have to ever do it because you don't write anything down. Trying to get out of it. You can't cheat COVID-19. You can't. It's not going to happen. It's here. It sucks, but it's here. And there's a lot of misinformation going on. There's a lot. So people initially were told to gargle bleach. I just want to say this: Tide Pods are killing you. Bleach is going to really do you in. That's that concentrated stuff. Gargle bleach. Gargle Tide. Gargle something. It'll protect your throat. The virus gets into the throat. It gets in the body that way. So make sure you gargle and kill it in there. People are gargling it and not even having it. But it'll be a protection, like a shield. How long are you going to keep some kind of film of bleach in your throat without swallowing it and then dying? This is Darwinism, people. Survival of the smartest. Survival of the wisest. Now, smarts and a little bit of wisdom, now they're usually distant cousins. It's a trade-off. It is. See, the smart people think about it, come to a conclusion, and then they practice it, and they gain the wisdom. That's usually how that go. Then it just becomes second nature. But every one of these young people, I'm going to go on spring break. Yay, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then they get it. I don't understand. It's not my fault. It's everyone else's fault. They opened the beaches. It's like, yeah, but your dumb ass went. You went. Governors and whatnot are opening their states. It's up to you to stay inside. It's up to you. You're in control of your actions and your attitude. I don't know if anyone ever says that anymore, but I heard that a lot in middle school. I heard that a lot. And middle school for me was 7th and 8th grade. I was part of the last 6th grade class. All right? There's a lot of us out there. We were the last elementary school 6th grade class before they shifted it up to middle school. And we heard that a lot. You are in control of your actions and your attitude. No one else. So that whole, you made me, or they made me. No one made you do anything. You did what you wanted to do. It might tick you off. I get that. It's a reaction. Yes. But it's up to you to not do anything. They can open up the state, but it's up to you to stay inside. You know, you got protesters out there. Why are they protesting? Because they don't want to, they're children. They don't want to stay inside. I don't want to be grounded, mommy. I want to do what I want to do. Well, you're a grown-ass person. Go on out there and do what you got to do. I'm sick, mommy. I know. Get the fuck away from me. That's how that would go. Don't run in the hallway with scissors. You might put your eye out or stab yourself somehow. Don't do that. But see, we don't get that anymore because people have proven to be dumb. So we got Willy Wonka now. I'm going to do this. No, please don't. Stop. That's all we got. Because stupid is as stupid does. Right? MAGA for life. Now, this is already 13 minutes, but look, almost 14. So look, this is how this goes. You don't want to contract COVID-19. It is not that you don't want to contract it. You don't want to stay inside. You don't want to do social distancing. You don't want to do what it takes to actually get rid of this for the most part. Get rid of it. It's a part of it, so it will come back at points. That's just the way it is now. It's here. It's here. All right? It is what it is. And we have to deal with it the right way, the smart way. And hopefully, with a lot of wisdom, we'll handle it. It'll become how we view the flu now. The flu is still deadly to those, yes. Those are compromised immune systems. It's deadly for those that have it and cannot get the proper treatment to break the fever or anything like that. Yes, the flu is just as dangerous to an extent. See, we can treat each other for the flu. We can do things, drink plenty of liquids, rest, keep our immune system as strong as possible. You know, don't go to work and spread it around, because that's still a thing with the flu. Social distancing. You down here in the South, someone's like, yeah, I'm sick. Oh, back up. Back up. That's how it was, how it used to be, maybe. It's still like that for the older generation. It's like, you sick? Get away from me. I'm sick. Stay away from me. We're sick in this house. Don't come over here. Honestly, that's not just being polite. That's helping your fellow neighbor. And with everyone else around here, these MAGA people and the non-MAGA people that just don't want to adhere to decency. You want what you want. You want to get out and do what you want to do. You don't want to be cloistered. You can't stand it. But you know what? You're going to go out. You're going to mingle. You're going to get it. You're going to spread it. If you are lucky, you are the one that's asymptomatic. And only recently, although I've been saying this since I think January, asymptomatic means you just don't show the symptoms. You still got it and you will spread it. This is far more contagious than the flu. Far more. It lives longer, stays longer, works stronger, faster, hard to get rid of it. You have to outlive it, basically. People are dying left and right. And you will say to yourself, I haven't met anyone that died. I don't know anyone that's died. It's not personal or anything. So therefore, this must be fake. Your beloved president, who said it was a hoax, stopped going out. That should have been sign number one. And now your president is saying, isn't it possible to hook this up to your veins and just put it in your body? If you can't drink it, you dumb motherfucker, you can't put it to your veins. It ain't water. Anyway, you people out there that are not adhering to the way to stop this virus from spreading, you protesters, you people that's going out saying, film your hospital, film your local hospital and stuff. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's going on. You're going to get it. At some point, you're going to get it. And only the extreme lucky won't. Those who got it, those who might show symptoms and didn't think about it, staying inside, they're protecting you. That's if you're not getting it. But those that got it and don't know it, those that got it and just say it's a cold because it's only the second or third day of symptoms, they're spreading it to you. And you're just breathing it in. And you're going to get it. Oh, sure, you can go home and gargle some bleach. It's not going to save you. It's just going to kill the virus and you. I mean, that's one way to stop the spread. I honestly say it's all right. Do you, boo? You want to drink some bleach? You want to hook some bleach up to your veins? That's all good. That's your life. You do with it what you want. You know, and personally speaking, and I know I'm going to get some heat for this, if you're not going to protect us, go ahead and do the stupid stuff you got to do to get rid of you. Because I want to live. That's just me. I will let you sacrifice yourself so I can breathe another day. I have no problem with that. I would tell you what you're doing is a big mistake. You need not do it. It will kill you. And if you just tell me I'm a fool and whatnot, shut up, Bernie supporter. You know what? I'm going to look at you and say, have at it. It will sadden me, but you're a grown person. You do what you got to do. That's it. You are dead or you're dying. You got it. The care you get ain't going to be the care you like. But if anything, you'll find out where all those people are. And hopefully you don't go where all those people end up. And the attempted murder, because you're going out there and spreading it. You don't know who's around you that's immune compromised. You don't know who around you think they're strong and they're not. And even the strongest immune systems have fallen prey to this. And those people have died. Young people with strong immune systems. The immune system wasn't even really targeted. Everything else was. And the immune system wasn't strong enough to stop it from doing what it was doing. You need to abide by what keeps you safe. That's really all there's to it. You cannot cheat this. You cannot get out of it. It is here. It is doing what it's doing. My greatest suggestion is stop proving Darwin right. Because most of us that's going to die are those that do not adapt. Hell, if you want some encouragement, watch Heartbreak Ridge. I'm not a personal Clint Eastwood fan. I'm not. However, I am a fan of his movies. Gunny Highway, Heartbreak Ridge. You'll learn, you'll understand, you'll get it. Because he tells you the truth. He tells you exactly what it takes to be strong and to overcome. This has been Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.